All right, it is 10:30, so we'll go ahead and get started with today's Fun Friday activity, which is Christmas movie trivia. And this is brought to you by Silver Linings Older Iowans in our COVID Recovery Iowa group. All right, so we'll go through a lot of different Christmas movies today, all the classics, and I'll ask a question, and then you can put your answer, your guess in the comments. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so our first question is about A Christmas Carol. How many ghosts show up in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol? So how many ghosts? And we'll see if anybody in our Facebook crowd can get this one correct. Feel free to put your guess or your answer in the comments below. How many ghosts show up in Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol? And the correct answer, we have a guess of 3. And the correct answer is actually 4. This one tricked me as well. Jacob Marley and the spirits of Christmas past, present, and future all show up. So there's actually 4 ghosts. And it's been a while since I've seen this movie. And truthfully, I don't even know if I've seen the actual version of it and not just the one with Donald Duck. But there's technically 4 ghosts. All right, we have another one about A Christmas Carol. Maybe this one will be a little bit easier. What is Mr. Scrooge's first name? And I think we have 2 questions for each movie. So we'll go through quite a few different movies. So if you haven't seen this one, I'm sure you've seen one, if not more, of all the movies that we'll be going through today. So what is Mr. Scrooge's first name in A Christmas Carol? And we got correct answers. It is Ebenezer. Ebenezer Scrooge. Okay, my favorite Christmas movie, Home Alone. In Home Alone, the original, the first one, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind? And your options are Miami, Paris, New York City, or London. We have a guess on Facebook. Somebody said Paris. We'll see if there's any other guesses before I give it away. Somebody else guessed New York City. So I put these answers in here to kind of trick you. So the correct answer is Paris. That's where the McAllisters are going on vacation in the first one. In Home Alone 2, Kevin is actually lost in New York City and his family is going to Miami in the second one. So in the first one, the McAllisters are going on vacation to Paris. All right, our next Home Alone question. What is the nickname of the pair of burglars that tries to break into the McAllisters' home? Is it the Wet Bandits, the Barefoot Bandits, or the Smoky Bandits? So what is the nickname of the pair of burglars? What do they call themselves? Somebody guessed the Wet Bandits. Other options, Barefoot Bandits or the Smoky Bandits. And we have some correct answers. It is the Wet Bandits. All right, we're moving on to our next Christmas movie, but in this one, we're actually looking for the name of that movie. So the question is, what Christmas movie has Santa defending himself in court as to whether or not he is really Santa? So what Christmas movie has Santa defending himself in court as to whether or not he is really Santa? I actually have not seen this movie. We'll see if anybody else can get it right. I'm not seeing any answers on Facebook, so I'll go ahead and give it away. It is Miracle on 34th Street. Our next question is also about this movie. So the movie Miracle on 34th Street is based on a real-life department store. What store is it? So what is the store featured in Miracle on 34th Street? It's a pretty popular store. They also have a big Thanksgiving Day parade. If that gives it away. And we do have some correct answers on Facebook. It is Macy's. So that's the store featured in Miracle on 34th Street. All right, our next Christmas movie is a classic. In A Christmas Story, Ralphie asks Santa for a Red Ryder BB gun, but what does Santa tell him? What does Santa tell Ralphie when he asks for a Red Ryder BB gun? We're looking for a quote here from Santa. We'll see if anybody remembers this one. I think this is one that we watch every Christmas when it's on TV, I think like 24/7 around Christmas time. So we always have it on. And we have a correct answer on Facebook. Santa tells Ralphie, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid," and then kicks him down the slide. And what happens when he gets that Red Ryder BB gun? He indeed does shoot his eye or his glasses. So it looks like Santa was right. Our next question is also about A Christmas Story. In A Christmas Story, what gift does Ralphie receive from his aunt? What gift does Ralphie receive from his aunt? And I'll give you a hint, he was not very happy about it. See if anybody in our Facebook comments remembers this one. Somebody guessed a lump of coal. It is not a lump of coal nor a sweater. It is the iconic pink bunny suit. So I actually had to go back and look. I thought his mom gave him that, but it was actually from his aunt, and his mom wanted him to put it on so they could send her a picture, I believe. So he got that awesome pink bunny suit for Christmas from his aunt. We're moving on to our next movie, It's a Wonderful Life. And our question for this one is, according to the movie, It's a Wonderful Life, what happens every time a bell rings? This is another one I need to watch because I actually haven't seen it. I've only seen this scene. And we got some quick answers with this one. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. All right, our next question about It's a Wonderful Life. What is the name of George Bailey's guardian angel? And your options are Clarence Oddbody, Max Wingford, or Michael D'Angelo. So what is the name of his guardian angel in It's a Wonderful Life? And yep, we got some correct answers. It is Clarence Oddbody. That is the name of George Bailey's guardian angel. All right, this is, I think, one of my other favorite Christmas movies. We're talking about the Elf, or Elf. So Buddy the Elf sticks to the 4 main food groups: candy, candy canes, candy corns, and blank. Is it sodas, syrups, marshmallows, or chocolate? What is the 4th main food group of Buddy the Elf? Buddy the Elf sticks to the 4 main food groups: candy, candy canes, candy corns, and either sodas, syrups, marshmallows, or chocolate. And somebody on Facebook has a guess. They said syrup. We got another syrup answer. And you guys would be correct. It is syrup. And here is the infamous breakfast spaghetti with, it looks like M&Ms, marshmallows, chocolate syrup, maple syrup, and I don't even want to know what else. All right, one more question about Buddy the Elf. According to Buddy the Elf, what is the best way to spread Christmas cheer? So the best way to spread Christmas cheer is blank. And somebody has a correct answer on Facebook. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. I think that's one of my favorite scenes in that movie. If you haven't seen the Elf, if you haven't seen Elf, forget there's no the, you'll have to watch it this Christmas season. And hopefully this gives you some ideas about movies that you should watch if you haven't seen them. Instead of, okay, so our next questions are about Christmas Vacation. Instead of cash, what does Clark's boss give him as a Christmas bonus? Now this one is kind of hard off the top of your head. So we have some options. Does he get beer from around the world, a free year's membership to the Jelly of the Month Club, or a magazine subscription? So what does he get from his boss instead of a Christmas bonus? There was a lot of good trivia questions about Christmas Vacation. If you like this movie, I recommend looking some of those up because there was a lot of questions I could have included, but I had to narrow it down to 2. Yep, we have 2 correct answers. It is a free year's membership to the Jelly of the Month Club. So if you remember right, Clark Griswold was hoping for a huge Christmas bonus to pay off the pool that he was building for his family. And then instead he got a free year's membership to the Jelly of the Month Club. So pretty disappointing. All right, our next question about Christmas Vacation. What is the name of Cousin Eddie's dog? Is it A, Booger, B, Snots, or C, Taz? So the name of Cousin Eddie's dog. We'll see if anyone can get this one right. Somebody has guessed booger. And the correct answer is actually, yep, somebody guessed it, snots. I remember this one just grosses me out every time that they say it because I think the dog kind of snots. So not a great name. All right. Our next movie is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. If you love the classic claymations like me, we watch them every year. What is the name of the creature Rudolph tries to avoid? And I put his picture over here. This is the creature Rudolph is trying to avoid once he leaves the North Pole. What is his name? Now there could be two answers for, or a few different answers for this one. We'll accept a few different answers. We'll see if anybody can remember this one. Yep, we got one answer. We'll see if anybody else has any guesses. It's so hard to pick a favorite Christmas movie because I thought Home Alone was my favorite, and then I thought Elf was my favorite, and then I remembered how much I love Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and all the other claymation Christmas movies. So I don't know if I can actually name a favorite. But our one guess for this question is The Abominable Snowman, and that person is correct. The other answers, I think he's also referred to as the Bumble or the Mighty Bumble. So we would have accepted those also. Okay. Our next question is about Hermie the elf. Hermie runs away from the North Pole because he doesn't want to be an elf. What does he want to be? He does not want to be an elf. What job or profession does Hermie want? We have a guess on Facebook. We'll see if anybody else has any guesses before I go ahead and give it away. And that person is correct. Hermie wants to be a dentist. So here we have him standing by all of the teeth that he pulled out from the abominable snowman's mouth towards the end of the movie. Okay, moving on to the Polar Express. Where does the Polar Express take the children? I have only watched this movie, I think once maybe, but I don't really like it because the people looks like so realistic that it freaks me out, even though it's animated. So, and I think other people feel this way as well, but I don't like this one. It is a cute story though. And we have some quick guesses. It is the North Pole, and those guesses were all correct. Somebody else agrees with me that the people are freaky in this movie. We have one more question about the Polar Express. So the boy in the film or the book is chosen to receive the first gift of Christmas. Knowing he can choose anything in the world, what does he ask for? And your options are a bell, Santa's hat, or a sleigh ride. What does he choose as the first gift of Christmas? I don't know if I hadn't just read the book. I don't know if I would have remembered this one. And we have a correct answer. It is a bell, and there he has it right there. And if you, I don't know if the story is the same in the movie, but in the book, which I just read, if you ring the bell and you can hear it, that means that you still believe in Santa or Christmas. And so when he opens the bell on Christmas Day, his parents can't hear it ringing, but he and his sister can. All right, moving on to another one of my favorites, The Grinch. According to The Grinch's schedule, what does he do at 4:30? Wallow in self-pity, stare into the abyss, or wrestle with self-loathing? I'll be impressed if anybody knows the answer off the top of their head to this one. And I'll play I put the clip in here from the movie so we can watch that after we see the correct answer. So at 4:30, the Grinch either wallows in self-pity, stares into the abyss, or wrestles with self-loathing. We got some different answers. Somebody said self-loathing, self-pity, and the correct answer is stare into the abyss. And here is that scene. We'll go ahead and watch.
4 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 4:30, stare into the abyss. 5 o'clock, solve world hunger. Tell no one. 5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. 7 o'clock, wrestle with my self-loathing. I'm booked.
So at 4:30, he stares into the abyss.
4 o'clock.
We'll see if I can get past this now. Okay. Our next question about the Grinch is, how many sizes does the Grinch's heart grow once he gets feelings? So at the end of the film, how many sizes does the Grinch's heart grow? And we got a correct answer. His heart grows 3 sizes. Up next is A Charlie Brown Christmas. Which character said, "I never thought it was such a bad little tree. It's not bad at all, really. Maybe it just needs a little love"? So your options are Linus, Lucy, or Charlie Brown. Which character said this? We have one guess, Linus. Somebody else has guessed Lucy. And the correct answer is actually Charlie Brown. So if you remember, he picks out this pretty much branch of a tree. It looks just like a little stick, and he puts one ornament on it. And I don't think the rest of the characters are very happy with him for picking out such a dinky little tree. And then he says this, and I think once they decorate it, it actually looks like a decent tree at the end. Our next question about A Charlie Brown Christmas. Which of these animals is not on the list of characters played by Snoopy during the Christmas play? Is it a dog, a cow, a sheep, or a penguin? And I have the scene for this one too. It's a pretty good one. So Snoopy is supposed to play all of these animals except which one in the Christmas play? Dog, cow, sheep, or penguin? I actually got this one wrong when I did it the first time before I knew the answer. And the correct answer, we'll see if anybody on Facebook has any guesses, is a dog. So this one's kind of a trick question. I thought it would have been penguin, but it is not. And I'll go ahead and play the scene from this movie.
Snoopy, you'll have to be all the animals in our play. Can you be a sheep? How about a cow? How about a penguin? Yes, he's even a good penguin.
So he plays all of the animals except for a dog, even though he is a dog. But I guess they didn't need that one in the Christmas play. Here, I think our next two are, I think we're getting towards the end. Our two claymation movies left. A Year Without a Santa Claus. So it's called A Year Without a Santa Claus. What happened to Santa Claus? And your options are: he was kidnapped by the heat miser, he's tired and taking a holiday, or he's retired forever. So this is another one of the old classic claymation movies. So why is it called A Year Without a Santa Claus? What happened to Santa? Let's see if anybody has any guesses on Facebook. I think mine might be loading slow. But it is, he's tired and taking a holiday. All right, if anybody, okay, so our next question is, what are these two elves' names in A Year Without a Santa Claus? And the options: Joy and Mary, Frosty and Frisky, or Jingle and Jangle. I think my Facebook might be kind of slow. So I apologize if I missed any of your comments. I'll give mine a chance to load or try and refresh it. So what are these two elves' names? Okay, there we go. Mine is updated again. Yes, we do have a correct answer. It is Jingle and Jangle. All right, this is another one where we're looking for the name of the movie. It is a claymation one, so hope that's a hint. But when he was abandoned as a baby, some friendly animals took Santa to the door of an elf named Kringle. This is the beginning of what Christmas movie? So he was abandoned as a baby. When he was abandoned as a baby, some friendly animals took Santa to the door of a house of elves named Kringle. And this is the beginning of what Christmas movie? So it's another claymation one. And if you haven't seen these, I definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend finding them and watching them. They're pretty short films, but they're definitely fun. I definitely recommend. And I don't know if my Facebook comments will update. So if I miss any correct answers or guesses, I apologize. And the name of this movie is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And this is our last question for today. It is about Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Who is the villain in the movie Santa Claus is Coming to Town? And your options are Heat Miser, Burgermeister Meisterburger, or the Winter Warlock. So who is the villain? We'll see if anybody can get this one right. And we have some correct answers I see for the last one and this one. It is Burgermeister Meisterburger. Now, if you remember the movie or haven't seen it, Burgermeister Meisterburger is the one who bans toys from Sombertown. And then Kris Kringle, aka Santa, grows up to want to deliver toys to Sombertown and is put in jail. And at the end, I won't spoil it, so you'll have to watch it to find out. Does Santa get out of jail or not? That is it for our Fun Friday Christmas movie trivia. And this is brought to you by COVID Recovery Iowa. And we're here every weekday at 10:30 with different activities. On Mondays, we do different discussions with community partners. So on Monday, we're actually talking to somebody from the Iowa Concern Hotline, which you see the phone number for here. They help with a variety of different needs, and we'll just be learning more about that on Monday. On Tuesday at 10:30, we have our live music with Carlene. On Wednesday, we have journaling and legacy writing with Kelly. On Thursdays, we have Travel Thursday, going to a variety of different places. And lately, we've been doing a lot of holiday themed travels. So yesterday, we saw the Lauritzen Poinsettia show, which was gorgeous. So I recommend going back and watching that. And then on Fridays, we have different Fun Friday activities, such as Name That Tune and trivia and Guess Who. And so all of our activities you can go back and watch. And we have a lot of holiday themed activities right now. So definitely tune in to see what's going on. And as always, if you are looking for resources, assistance, or just need somebody to talk to, you can reach our virtual counselors at these two hotlines 24/7 or via our Spanish line. And you can also reach out to us on covidrecoveryiowa.org and request that a counselor contact you at a specific time and how you would like to be contacted, whether that be through phone, text, or email. So thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.